Travis Kelce and his Chiefs teammates take to the field for an advanced practice session ahead of the game against the Los Angeles Chargers. On Friday, September 27, Travis Kelce and his Chiefs teammates take to the field for practice in preparation for the game between the Chiefs and the Chargers at SoFi in Los Angeles. At today's practice session, head coach Andy Reid ran through some advanced catching drills for his starting lineup. Before the practice session, Andy Reid made an important announcement about the starting lineup for the Chiefs and Chargers game this Sunday, with Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes being the top two players on the roster in this important practice session. Head coach Andy Reid paid special attention to Travis Kelce, who is not having a very good start. Unlike what people describe about his start, Coach Andy Reid said, "Kelce has never shown signs of slowing down. We have our own tactics, and the surprise will soon show everyone that it is a forecast in our plan." Andy Reid has drawn a separate path for Chiefs star Travis Kelce, and it is certain that behind there are many good plays that surprise everyone. Earlier in the season, Taylor Swift also teased a big play by Travis Kelce this season. After finishing today's practice session, Travis Kelce and his teammates will have a flight to Los Angeles. The members of the Chiefs will have a familiarization session with the grass surface at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles on Saturday before the official match takes place on Sunday. As fans are buzzing about pop star Taylor Swift's appearance at the Chiefs vs. Los Angeles Chargers game, Swift was in Los Angeles the day before to attend a fall fashion event that was taking place today. Taylor Swift's appearance in Los Angeles seems to have led to speculation that she will be staying until Sunday to support her boyfriend Travis Kelce's game. Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid has come to Travis Kelce's defense after the tight end's slow start to the 2024 NFL season, only to reunite with former tight end Jody Fortson shortly after. The nine-time Pro Bowler found himself under heavy scrutiny due to his lack of production in the first 3 weeks of the new campaign. Some have linked the slump to his relationship with Taylor Swift and the public attention it attracts. Others suggested that the NFL star, who turns 35 next week, is simply beginning to feel the impact of his battle against Father Time. Kelce has caught just 8 passes on 12 targets for 69 receiving yards since the 2024 season kickoff. But Reid is not bothered by his star's underwhelming numbers. "I know people are saying that he is old or whatever, has distractions and all this. The defenses don't think that," the Chiefs head coach said earlier this week. "We have another receiver, Rashee Rice, that plays opposite him that has a lot of yards and catches, and that's how this thing goes. He works his tail off and he hasn't lost his step and all those things, and he's not distracted." That's not the case. People are making sure they have him taken care of by some of these defenses. At the same time, the Chiefs are making sure they have alternatives at the tight end position while Kelce is trying to bounce back. Kansas City signed Fortson to the practice squad on Thursday, per Chiefs beat writer Matt Derrick. The New York native, who spent 5 years with the team after going undrafted in 2019, replaced rookie tight end Baylor Cupp, who'd been put on the injured list. The move comes a month after the back-to-back Super Bowl champs traded for Dallas Cowboys tight end Peyton Hendershot. Since then, Hendershot has been waived and signed to their practice squad, too. The Chiefs approached the Week 4 clash against the Los Angeles Chargers with Kelce, Noah Gray, and Jared Wiley as active tight ends on their 53-man roster. Kelce appeared to be in a particularly bad mood after Sunday's 22-17 win over the Atlanta Falcons, which Swift did not attend. The Chiefs star finished the game with 4 catches but racked up only 30 receiving yards, as the number of his team's offensive snaps he played dipped to 77%. But a few days later, the Ohio native suggested his slow start to the season doesn't keep him up at night. "I've had a lot of catches in this league, man," Kelce said on his New Heights podcast. "I'm not worried about the catches and the yards, and all of that. I have the most fun when I get the ball thrown my way. I mean, who doesn't? It has everything to do with execution and just making sure we're doing everything we can to win these football games. That's always going to be the goal." Kelce added, "Moving forward, still trying to make sure I can help the team out in that regard, knowing I've been that weapon for us in the past. Moving forward, everyone's just tweaking their game in the right direction." Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs will be looking to extend their unbeaten record in the 2024 NFL season when they play the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday. Meanwhile, Andy Reid and Matt Nagy are focused on improving the offense. The unit suffered serious injuries early in the year, first with wide receiver Hollywood Brown and later with running back Isaiah Pacheco. The latter's presence on injured reserve saw Carson Steele start against the Atlanta Falcons last time out, and the rookie did quite well. In fact, it made Reid hint the Chiefs discovered a new weapon for Mahomes, but the coach still made some interesting changes at the position. On Tuesday, Reid made a long-awaited move by promoting RB Kareem Hunt to the 53-man roster, only a week after the player returned to Kansas City. With Hunt now back on the active squad, many wonder whether Steele's workload against the Chargers will be lower. Nagy, however, admitted both he and Reid are still unsure on how the Chiefs' RB situation will be handled on Sunday. "It's probably to be determined right now," Nagy said, via Arrowhead Pride. "I don't know if we necessarily know. We're getting into our second day of the week here, getting into some specific situational stuff. But I think Carson did a really good job last week with the attempts that he had and what he did. And now you just kind of get a feel with Kareem on how that's going to go. I don't know if we necessarily know that answer yet. We've got to get through practice and get a feel for it." Reid knows Hunt very well from the player's previous stint at Arrowhead, but it's been 6 years since the running back last suited up for the Chiefs. However, it seems that the 29-year-old has already made such a great impression that Reid made an important request to Mahomes, and that's to use Hunt. "I thought he had a good week of practice last week," Reid said. "He took the majority of the scout team reps, and it looks like he's in pretty good shape. Now, the next step is just getting him in the game. He'll rotate in and we'll see how he does. I feel like his retention was pretty good and this week will help, too, just going through it. He's got a pretty good feel on what we're doing. It may be a bit soon to expect Hunt to get most of the snaps, especially considering Steele's strong performance in Atlanta." Still, both Nagy and Reid left the door open for Hunt to become more involved in the offense. Head coach Andy Reid is excited to have Hunt, who is getting a second chance in Kansas City after a brief stint in 2017 and 2018, back in the fold. While the league's top head coach said the Chiefs will play it by ear with the halfback rotation this weekend against the Los Angeles Chargers, he believes Hunt made good progress after he signed. "I thought he had a good week of practice last week," Reid said. "He took the majority of the scout team reps, and it looks like he's in pretty good shape. Now, the next step is just getting him in the game. He'll rotate in and we'll see how he does." Things have certainly changed since Hunt was first a Chief, but he managed to pick up where he left off in many regards according to Reid. "I feel like his retention was pretty good and this week will help, too, just going through it," Reid said. "He's got a pretty good feel on what we're doing." Without Pacheco, Kansas City gave undrafted rookie free agent Carson Steele the bulk of available carries in Week 3's win over the Atlanta Falcons. On 17 rushing attempts, the former UCLA standout amassed 72 yards. He was followed by quarterback Patrick Mahomes and veteran halfback Samaje Perine in rushing attempts with 6 each, and those two combined for 42 yards. Predicting a similar split this Sunday is difficult, though, especially now that Hunt is in the mix. For reference, Ingram didn't log a single offensive snap on Sunday Night Football and had 5 special teams reps. 3 weeks into the 2024-25 campaign, the Chiefs ranked 12th in rushing attempts and 15th in yards. Although their 4.1 average yards per carry sits 21st in all of football, the offense ranks 2nd in rushing success rate and 6th in rush EPA per play. With defenses forcing Mahomes and company to be patient with the passing game, establishing the run has become a rare staple of the Reid offense early on. Hunt isn't the same player he once was, yet he adds another dynamic to a facet Reid believes is increasingly important. "That's important," Reid said. "That's important. You always try to keep defenses honest and they're doing the same thing back to you, so it's a little bit of a cat and mouse game on the number of people in the box. It's been productive, so we've got good, positive yards from it."